Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to iHeartRadio So Bad It's Good. Today, we have one returning guest, and we have a new person joining from this team. I think they're one of the most important teams in terms of pop culture that are out there right now. I mean, of course, their product is used by everybody, not just stars, not just reality stars, not just singers and musicians, but everybody. Yeah, your aunt in Ohio is using it. Your daughter at college is using it. Everybody is using this app right now. And I believe their social media presence is second to none. It's almost like it's an app that is so useful, but at the same time, it is so comedically funny when you see a Facetune comment pop up. But we have returning guest Charlee and Ido is joining us brand new. They are part of the team that is part of brand promotion for Facetune. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, well, thanks for being here. So, Ido, you're new to the show. How did you get involved with Facetune? And what's the goal?
Oh, okay. So in terms of Facetune was kind of like my dream. I had the app for like the longest time and I wanted to work for Lightrix, the company behind Facetune. And I actually got the number of the chief product, whatever officer, the person behind the app. And I literally asked my friend, get me an interview, and things kind of rolled out, and ending up, I'm now helping with the brand. So a lot of the things that we do in terms of the visual and the messaging and the PR. So working closely with Charlee, my journey was kind of like a reality show in a sense, because I literally was dreaming of it. and it
Oh, by the way, that's a pitch for a show. We need a Facetune reality show that just follows you guys and your dreams and struggles and things like that. But could you imagine, I know you said you liked the app and Lightrix, the company behind it, and you almost pitched yourself to them. Could you imagine how much it is become a part of, I really think, the DNA of pop culture now? Facetuning is almost a verb rather than a product now.
It's crazy. I've never expected it to be this big. And to be honest with you, I think one of the most fun part of our days is just to wake up and understand the scope and the tags, the mentions, the drama that we're getting into each day. It's just it's so much fun. It is. It's just fun.
I mean, I gotta say, you guys are messy sometimes. You get in there. You're like housewives in that I think that comes mainly from Charlee. I could be wrong, but it is some of the funnest. People will comment. You guys see that all the time of I live for the reactions from Facetune. And now you're getting tagged even more and more. I see this every day. More people are just posting about Facetune just so Facetune will respond.
Yeah, we were just tagged, I think an hour ago, someone posted that they're filming in Morocco for Real Housewives Ultimate
Girls Trip.
And someone completely smoothed out Gretchen's face and tagged us. We were the only tag in the photo. No, none of the housewives were tagged, just Facetune. And I was like, okay, they want to watch it. So
you guys are the eighth cast member of Ultimate Girls Trip, I imagine. And I wanted to pitch you guys this right off the top. You need to reach out to Bravo, and there needs to be entire episodes on OC and Beverly Hills where one of the company representatives comes. And because you said last time, one of the most important things about Facetune is using Facetune responsibly and having a friend that can help you use Facetune responsibly. I need you guys to come in, and there needs to be episodes where you guys teach these ladies the proper do's and don'ts. And that way Gretchen will not Facetune out one of her nostrils every time she posts.
I totally support that. I think Bravo should have us be friends of.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, come on. You could go in there and really go, this works. This looks a little bizarre. This looks like AI completely, which was one of your new features, by the way. You guys do the AI now. And so you guys, I got a free account, and I want to say this is how dumb I am. I played around with it for a day and a half, was obsessed with it, and then I deleted my account accidentally. And I need to talk to you about that afterwards, Charlee, because my fat fingers deleted my own account. And then I was like, what did I do? And I was making this beautiful AI of myself as a warrior. And you guys also have this new feature. Sorry, I'm talking so much. I'm excited. For pets. So my dog, Brooklyn, that's why I need to get this fixed ASAP, because I need to see my dog as AI. And you guys out there, you need to see your pets as AI. What was the thought of going into AI? Do you guys know anything about that?
I think it just happened naturally. Like it happened all around the industry, and I think for us, we understood that there was an opportunity to really like. I think Facetune and AI is a whole thing in itself, right? It's just this idea of like imagining, like there's like this big gap between like what you imagine and what you can actually get in terms of like content. And I think Facetune kind of like brings that together. And with AI specifically, like just seeing yourself as like whatever you want to dream of and be, I think that in itself really aligns with what we do in Facetune. It was really, really cool for us, even internally, like to see the results firsthand. It's like, just to be honest with you, immediately try to AI myself with other like me and Zac Efron hands, or me and off of the same neck, and it's just like it's just like my dreams came true in like a minute.
Oh, I mean, like it really, me and Maritza, who does a lot of the graphics for this show, does all the graphics for this show. We were talking about AI and we were just like, this is mind boggling. I can put myself into anything. I can put myself. And I guess the fear here, you guys, is that I'm potentially going to like the AI version of myself better than I like myself. And I think that's where we got to use the real Facetune, where it uses your actual images. And then I was playing with it. I made my beard all like darker and cooler. Like it was like, there's even for dudes, you guys, this app is wild. Just play around on it. I think you can get a 7-day free trial, but I'm telling you, even before we get in further in this interview, it is one of the most fun apps to mess around with. You'll get it's like a healthy addiction, but it's addiction nonetheless. I'm almost like, but I need to get my account back. Like I need it back.
So
you guys.
I'll help you and everyone who's listening. You just need to re-download the app and it'll be there.
Okay, cool. Okay, moving on. So we talked last in, I think, the beginning of December, or maybe even
end of November, December, before the holidays.
You guys have been busy. I mean, just busy in the sense that everybody is using you. And what I had warned you guys already knew, but what I had warned you about is like, you're about to see some intense face tuning out there, because we have holiday photos and we have all these families coming together. And what I see with a lot of these photos is one person will face tune themselves and then they'll leave everybody else not face tuned. So they look amazing. And then their guests look very normal. So can we put some kind of parental controls on this, where you have to help out a friend in your phone? You can't just face tune yourself. You got to help your friends out.
So I don't know if you remember last time, but I told that story. We were at dinner in New York before BravoCon, and like we passed the phone around. That was Ido. He was like, okay, everyone, like,
oh,
here's the phone. Yes.
Yeah.
I made sure that we get clearance on uploading that photo, like sharing it.
And I think that's what everyone needs to do. Like, just if there's a group photo, just let everyone, if you don't want to touch it up, then just keep passing the phone.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. And I think that is, there's got to be like a 10 commandments of Facetune that you guys even put on the app right up front. Everybody agrees to, just moralistically. I'm joking. So December was a busy month for you guys. Is there anything, Charlie, that stands out in terms of interactions with celebrities, not even reality stars, but other celebrities? Because I notice it just seems like everybody is using this. When I look at a photo, now I'm looking for where it's been face tuned. And a lot of people are using it so beautifully that you can't really tell. And some people are still using it egregiously and way too much.
No, for sure. We have so many tools that like you can't even notice that somebody used it. For example, we have a makeup tool. So like I can't even tell if someone's makeup is now like the digital amazing version or the in real life amazing. It's like they're both amazing. What really stood out to me on both ends of like the interaction spectrum, and then also the just fun, Paula Abdul looks amazing. She's
oh my God, Paula Abdul looked 25 all of a sudden. She was at Paris, like, was it Paris Hilton's party?
Yeah, it was with Kathy.
She looked, I've been a fan of Paula Abdul since I was a kid in the 80s, and she looked awesome.
Amazing.
And I was, but you know what?
But she also looks amazing in unedited version photos. She looks amazing both ways.
But the thing was, I don't know where the Facetune, like where she ends and the Facetune begins, because it was done so seamlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't like, oh, what the hell? Like there are certain people, like I said, Gretchen is obviously my top example on OC, just because the nostril always leaves at some point. And at this point, I think it's performance art, because I don't, like, she knows we can see it and she knows the nostril's not there. And, like, yeah. I almost think she's doing it to like mess with us a little bit at this point. Who knows? But the Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Did you wait? So do you, I guess this is like a company secret, but have you in the last couple of months walked any celebrities through this app and how it could be used for them?
Can you
don't have to say specifically
confirm or deny?
Yeah, this is smiling and just being like,
yeah, guys, they're smiling really heavy. And by the way, you had mentioned last time you'll reach out to celebrities or reality stars and say, hey, I want to use one example, because Ido, I don't know if you know, I have the Facetune Bureau of Investigation with the FBI, which is it's a group I started and I don't really get paid for it. It's just a public service. And we try to, just warn the public that these things, there's a Facetune outbreak sometimes. It's usually around Malibu at Nobu. But I was noticing this Lisa Rinna, you guys. Lisa Rinna loves your app. And I think you guys love Lisa Rinna. I want to put that out there.
Love her.
She is one of the first people to use this AI, I think, in a very public forum where she put it on Instagram. Now, I'm still having nightmares about that image. Did you guys make this for her, or did she just had the tool and she was like, I'm going to be a 60-foot Lisa Rinna with 6 fingers?
No, so I actually dove deep into it. There's a fan account that made it for her. And what they've been doing is they've been AIing Lisa Rinna into so many different situations.
Wait, what's the account? I need to know this.
I'll pull it up and I'll send it to you. So you
can
link it in the comments. But when she put herself on pause from Bravo, went into retirement, the account kind of started AIing her into different jobs. So now she's a McDonald's server. It's a really great account. So they posted it, and then Lisa reposted it and was like, okay, I'm going to go with it. And I think that's what we in the company and just Facetune love about Lisa, which is she's so unapologetically just herself and owning it.
She owns it. She owns it.
I'm just going to own it.
Yeah, I have 6 fingers on one hand due to AI, and she owns it. And she was cross-eyed too. One of her eyes was like cross-eyed.
This is the thing, like we manage, like the initial AI that we have is not the one that we have now. Like we worked on it and we managed to get it to a good place, and it just shows you like she was first off the bat to just be like, I'm in, and we were like super excited to see kind of like that her posting it. It just shows you kind of like that love that we share.
No, I mean, like I enjoy the audience knows I enjoy making fun of Lisa Rinna a great deal. And I will say, to her credit, it was like, I love when she puts that stuff out there because it's so fun to talk about. It's so fun to joke about. And what you're saying with the AI too, is that you're saying it kind of is it's almost learning from itself and getting better and better and better. So by the time we start using it, it's going to be perfected almost.
Yeah, we're getting to a really good place. Like, it's not that the result to begin with were that good, but I feel like now we're at a place that like literally you can see yourself as like anything you wanted to imagine. And it's really cool to even see the differentiation between where it started and where it is right now.
And I think also the fact that like now you can AI your dog or your cat. That's like, we've gone like from Lisa with 6 fingers to dogs and cat. Huge.
If I AI my dog tomorrow and it turns into Lisa Rinna, I'm going to be so upset. And the other feature I want to pitch to you, and I pitched this last time, but just to remind you guys, and since Ido's on the call, maybe you can get this to the higher ups. If we can find a way to make whatever the Facetune does reality, if we can like, if like we can make me look like the best version of myself in reality, I would pay thousands. It wouldn't even just be the app price. I would pay you guys thousands and thousands to make myself look like I can make myself look in Facetune. Is that possible?
I think we always want to make technology accessible, but I will say this: we're leading off the tension, you know, of the fact that you're seeing something that you want to, I don't know, like play around with, aspire to, like, it's for us, it's just that, even, you know, a whole experience for us, to be really, really honest, it's not even about the results. I think, like, I personally just love playing around with Facetune. Like when I fly out, like anywhere, all I do is just Facetune different photos and just, you know, collect my yeah.
I bet you can do it in like less than a minute now. I bet you, like, I would love to see you guys take a photo and see how fast you can turn it to gold. And the other thing I was thinking, I was like looking at certain photos of myself and I was like, wow, I'm actually going to take in these photos of myself to my hairdresser and say, make me look like this, which is me, but just with better hair.
So in terms of like AI, I think it's going to get there. Like you're just going to imagine the haircut that you want, go to your hairdresser and show them, and you know, that's your reference right there.
I like the point that Facetune, potentially we're getting to a point where like it's getting insane, or like it's too much, it's too powerful. This app is too powerful. Charlee, can you tell us some more interactions that you potentially have had over the holidays or even in the last couple of weeks? Because I feel like you have been busy as heck commenting on these photos. And I love it, you guys, because like I said, go follow the Instagram account. It's an added bonus to the app if you want a good laugh, because they'll always be like, oh, why didn't you tag me in this photo? When it's a photo that, you know, it seems like Facetune's been used in it. And it's really a really healthy, not mean chuckle, but a chuckle nonetheless. What are some of those examples that you've had in the past month?
So I think it's also really good to start off with that everything is meant to be like in fun humor. Nothing is meant to be mean or malicious. I think it's also, I think if we're telling people that like they need to own it, then I think we also need to own it. So it's just like fun. And also, even if I just write hi, people are like, oh my goodness, shady. And I'm
like Facetune responded.
I just wanted to say hi, like literally, like genuinely, I just want to say hi. Recent interactions. I had a very public interaction with Lisa Barlow.
What was that?
Lisa was being shady. It wasn't me. But she wrote on the photos of the reunion, she wrote, sorry, we don't need you, Facetune. Obviously, we all know who she was being shady to. And so I just responded, I'm physically screaming, crying, shaking, all of the things that she loves to say. And then we also, you know, the whole like Heather Gay black eye story that
yeah. Of course. So, I'm by the way, I'm over that story at this point, but because they need to tell us who did it, period. But what interaction did you have with the black guy?
So we kind of Facetuned the black eye to make it not a black eye so that the story would go away, because like we're over it, everyone.
Yes.
And so we just posted it on Twitter, and Lisa again was being herself and commented, is there anything that Facetune can't do? And it's true, there's nothing we can't do.
You know what? I'm starting like I feel like Lisa is so quick with the social media that I'm like, I'm gonna be bummed if I find out she doesn't run her own account. Like if I find out it's you, Charlee, or something, like I'm gonna be bummed because she's so good at it. And I want to truly believe it's her. Has Heather Gay responded to that one?
Heather Gay hasn't responded, but Candace did. And Candace then started following us. And I was like, okay, Candace, like, let's have a crossover moment. Yeah. It was
yes. Great. I mean, it's a great way to get the product out there, which I think is already so in the ether anyways. I mean, I feel like the brand awareness for you guys is off the charts already. I mean, is there somebody that you're like, no, I was wondering if there's somebody where like, oh, I don't want this person using it, but you want everybody to use it. Like this is for everybody.
It is for everyone. Yeah, Charlee, go ahead.
No, Ryan, I think you're mentioning the whole Lenny Hochstein of it all.
Yes, Lenny Hochstein from Real Housewives of Miami, you guys. We've been recapping the show. He's the one that cheated on Lisa Hochstein and traded her in for a new model, this modelly 25-year-old. What interaction with Lenny have you had?
No, we haven't had anything, but I remember you posted something about Lenny and I just commented like, too
Oh
bad.
yeah.
That's like the whole thing about like Facetune in real life. Like, I just want to Facetune him to just be a nicer person and just not cheat on Lisa. And then that kind of blew up also.
I think we're too late on that. And yeah, I mean, but the Lenny Hochstein, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Somebody did Facetune a photo of Lenny Hochstein this week and made him look like he was 75 years old next to the 25-year-old. And it was said daddy daughter dance. And and by the way, it looked so damn real that I was like, oh my God, he aged so like this whole thing must have just aged him up. And it was the app, like it was Facetune where it like made him look. Well, and then I had to explain to people that this was not real. That's how powerful this is.
I had nothing to do with that.
No, I'm not saying you did it. I'm saying this app is in the hands of us now, and we're like, we have a mind of our own, the Bravo audiences, and we're using it. I mean, I potentially think this is using it for good in the long run, but it's like it looks so real. Wait, Ido, do you watch all the Housewives shows? What do you watch?
Yeah, I mean, Charlie had to kind of like, I had to go through like a thorough course of everything because we went together to BravoCon and obviously met with everyone. I think for me specifically, like for me, it was an experience in itself because I was following all of them in social media. So seeing the difference in real life as opposed to the Facetune, I have to give a lot of them credit. They do glam in the best way possible because, you know, like they get to a Facetune kind of level. But
oh my God, dude, I was looking at like Teresa and all that at BravoCon, and I was like, oh, they obviously Facetune, and then I saw them in person. I was like, oh, this is exactly how they look. They look already Facetune.
Yeah,
it's Facetune in real life.
Yeah,
well, you know what I was thinking? It's almost like your Facetune is almost your glam squad for people who can't afford glam squads. It's a one-stop shop for glam squatting without having to hire a team of people. You have a team of people in the app.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can use that, you guys. I'll give that to you for any kind of advertising.
No,
wait, so Ido, what do you like to watch?
Your personal glam squad. Yeah.
So what do you like to watch, Ido?
So I had to catch up on all the Housewives. I had a thorough kind of a rundown of Below Deck right before we got there. Like, yeah, to be honest with you, was it the bus, the Below Deck bus was outside, right? I think for us,
Yeah.
the thing was that, you know, catching up on so many things, thank God for like a 10-hour flight. But regardless, it's just like having the experience there. Like, I don't even remember, was it the Bravo Hall of Fame, the bathtubs and stuff like that. Just to see the episode and then see it there. For me, it was, and I think people even like globally don't understand the scope of this and how people are, the fandom is so big. And the fact of the matter that they had to like open up the space for all these panels, it was just insane. I honestly, like, I think the entire kind of like Bravo space is not getting enough credit for the phenomenon that it is, you know, like, it's good quality fun. Like, I enjoy just, you know, finishing the day and just kind of like laying and watching all the shows. And the other thing is that, like, I think just to see how people are, you know, they are obsessed with it. They will, you know, stand for their housewife or whoever just in such a way. And also for us just to see like those of them who use it and then kind of like having small interaction of like, oh, we love Facetune. We were wearing like Facetune sweaters and whatnot. For me, that was kind of like, as someone who works for the company, it's just like, this is a dream coming true.
Well, yeah, it is kind of that perfect blend of like what social media can do for something, but you can only do that if you have an app that actually is useful. You can only do that if the product is actually useful. Because I've seen so many people, and housewives especially, you know, advertise products that you're like, well, the product's not that good, so it never really takes off. This product is like, it's like you have, you have the stuff to back it up. Like, you know, it helps that everybody uses it, but it's actually a good product, which I think is the most interesting part of the Facetune story.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, so Charlie, to back in the weeds a little bit here, is there any interactions that were, I mean, was there 2023 resolutions or goals for you in Facetune? Who do we want to get out there? Who do we want to reach out to? And I'm not even talking about reality stars. I'm talking, do we want Dua Lipa? I mean, she's already gorgeous. Do we want Lizzo? Where do we branch out from the reality star space?
So definitely made my New Year's resolutions and my manifestation boards. Lizzo has always been on my dream collab. I would die if Lizzo responded and was just like,
I think she would be great.
Let's work together. Let's be best friends. Keke Palmer has always been on my list. Z-Way, oh my God, obsessed. I just feel like she would be incredible for just everything. Obviously my best friends, the Kardashians, they're always on my list.
Oh, we'll get to them in a second. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have so many dreams.
You guys would be perfect on the Z-Way show, actually. She does those interviews. I mean, it might be a little intense because she really pushes with the questions, but I could see that. I could genuinely. And it's right in that demographic is what her audience is, your guys' audience as well. Can you tease us? And I don't know if you guys dipping your toes into AI and AI for pets and all that. What is potentially on the horizon? Where do we go from here with the app? Of course, a lot of it's education and teaching people that it's out there. But is there anything that you can tease that's potentially coming up, or even ideas that didn't actually come to fruition?
Stay tuned.
Charlie would not say anything. I feel like she's such a. I think for us, one of the things that we want to make sure is that we keep the core fun of it all in anything that we do. That's kind of the main thing. I will say this, that we are seeing, we always try to listen to our users and kind of see what they like, and accordingly kind of try and find what could be the coolest thing. I think a bunch of the makeup features that we just had implement within the app were kind of things that we, users were writing us. So we're okay, we can do more around these things. I think with AI specifically, it's such a quick, fast paced development, a day-to-day kind of a thing, that we could tell you now what we're working on, but even internally within the stuff that we're working on, we know that it might not be relevant, and something will be out there that would be bigger, and then we'll have to kind of rethink and do things bigger and better for Facetune.
I mean, the developers behind this, the team of people that started this, I mean, I don't know how much you're in contact with them, but is it shocking for them to see how and where this is used now? And in even these higher echelon, I mean, there's royalty that use this allegedly. There's, all of these. I mean, I would imagine that's mind blowing for them. Or do developers have this idea in their head all along of this is going to be huge?
I want to give Charlie the credit here because she has a group on the company Slack where she shares the interactions and the things that happen online. And for those developers, that's her making their dreams come true, because that, celebrity, whoever, someone that they watch or someone that they follow, as soon as they interact with Facetune, they go at it. They thank Charlie. They do. So it's
I
really
love that. How much does it cost to get on the Slack for Facetune? Can I pay to get on that? That would just be entertaining as all heck.
It is really entertaining. I think we all kind of freaked out. Mary J. Blige, for her birthday, she used our backdrop tool and just added sparkles. And I reposted it on our Instagram, and I was crying, screaming, throwing up. What do I do with myself now? I feels like the 7 degrees of separation. It's okay, I'm one step closer to Mary J. Blige now. We're best friends. She used my app.
Well, you used up you mentioned the background feature, and I know this sounds like one big advertisement, you guys, but I'm okay with it because I really love the app. What is the background feature? I mean, you told me last time about being able to erase objects in the background of a photo, which is great because I have so many photos with my gun collection that I had to erase. I'm joking. That's a joke, you guys. I don't know. But you had mentioned that, and I thought, what a wild tool that is. What's the background tool?
So you can change the background of your photo to one of our presets already in the app, or you can upload your own photo and completely put yourself in a different location. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, this was Aubrey O'Day did this. Aubrey O'Day,
Yeah.
and there was an article written about it because she had put so much work into these various locations that she was not at, and it turned out she was used. But she said it's her art. She said, I'm not lying. This is my art. This is my artistic license, and I'm using it as that.
Use Facetune for artistic purposes, and it really is an art form. It's a way to express yourself.
I think yeah, I don't know if Charlie knows the story, but like I think internally one of the things that was like a big buzz, I think it was, I don't know how long ago it was, Charlie, maybe you remember, but like there was an episode of The Weakest Link where Jane Lynch referred to Facetune in the intro. She was like, Facetune the hell out of your whatever, and we were freaking out to just like, that was a moment for us to understand, okay, like if that's something that like they say to contestants before they start The Weakest Link, we're in a good place, you know? That and Mary J. Blige.
Well, I compare you guys a lot to, I mean, in a different ways, of course, but when I have Demois on the show, I remember having her on first like 2 years ago, and I said, you are right at this place where I bet they start using you in television, like as verbiage of like, oh my God, did you read Demois today? And sure enough, she started popping up in like Gossip Girl and all that stuff. And I think you guys are right at that place too, where it's becoming kind of integrated, where I would expect to, you'll be a joke on Saturday Night Live at some point. There are certain like cultural, if you follow pop culture. No, but you could really see it, because I do believe that is that. I was curious, just from a business perspective, how do you guys do overseas? Is this more of an American app, or is it just as big overseas as it is here?
We're international.
Yeah,
you're an international luxury brand. Yes.
I want to say that, like, Charlie, am I wrong? But I think like I think the second largest outside of the US is Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brazil?
Yeah, that's really like, just to be really kind of like, this is kind of like us sharing a secret, but when we want to kind of like test the ground, we usually like choose a market that that we can see kind of like that the engagement is high, and we can release something and see kind of like how people react, and then we decide whether to distribute it all around the globe. So yeah, I think Brazil is one. Charlie, you might remember the other ones. I think it was
Brazil is big. UK is big.
Yeah, UK. I mean, UK also with like Love Island of it all, let's be honest.
Oh my God. I just started watching, well, I can't admit to getting a VPN and starting to watch Love Island, but if I were to I'm really enjoying this season of Love Island by getting the VPN, which I have not done, but I love Love Island. That's probably a target audience for those guys. I mean, that's got to be wild for them.
I think it's kind of like it's a natural fit. I think to some extent it's kind of like a parallel to what we see with the Housewives.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys a picture, and I want you to let me know if you think this has been face-tuned at all. Like it might not be, because these housewives, they are perfect in a lot of ways already.
Yes,
Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane and Perry.
I don't know what Charlie thinks.
And there's this is a more little bit agree. But if you see Erica looks very smooth, like really, really smooth. And then this was in Paris for Paris Fashion Week last week, and it made quite a bunch of waves. Were you guys involved in that photo at all? If you were to guess, I know you don't make them for these people, but would you think the app was used?
Do you want my shady Facetune?
Yeah, pretend you're the Facetune app, and you can even use a robot voice. You don't even have to use your own voice. But what would Facetune say to this picture? Yeah.
So remember that show that Bravo had this year that they released called The Real Girlfriends of Paris?
Paris, yeah.
So this was the real girlfriends of Facetune.
I mean, here's the deal, but like I will say, to Erica and Lisa's credit, which I don't usually like to give them, a lot of people thought it looked gorgeous. They thought they looked amazing. They were happy with those photos.
Amazing. They really did. And I can tell you that we all put a filter on our photos, whether it's the Paris filter on Instagram stories or it's a filter from our app. And sometimes the filter makes it look like it's been overly face-tuned, but really it's just about the lighting. It just changes the lighting here. And it's really, when people are like, oh, it's all about the lighting. It really is all about the lighting, because the lighting can do everything to change a photo. And so can a filter. A filter can be a darker filter, and that will change the lighting of the photo in a certain way. It's, yeah.
Even to the extent of like how good we are in terms of like tracking whether they used it or not. I think for us, like, we usually don't track it by looking at the lighting in the face, because it could be that confusing. It usually is the other features that we were kind of like, wait, we know this thing. Like
I know this backdrop.
Yeah, exactly. Or like something that, potentially like they whatever enhanced in a specific way. But with the lighting itself, I think for us it's really problematic, because like some of them like literally pay for good lighting during that, situation where they take the picture. So yeah, we can't really track it.
Well, I saw that photo and I immediately thought of you guys immediately. Like, that's what I'm seeing photos now, and I immediately think of you guys. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to ask about is that we just had a huge thing yesterday with this Skipperelli show, or I don't even know how to say it. How do you say the fashion house?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Schiaparelli? I figured you would. Come on. Anyways. Kylie Jenner made waves because she wore a full big old lion head as a brooch on her dress. And by the way, it was not a real lion head. So it was like detailed, the artistry, all the people that are into fashion really were telling me why I was wrong. I wasn't offended, but I was just like, but could Facetune take out that lion head?
Yes. I took out Liam Hemsworth. I can take out a line.
Yeah,
we got to talk about that.
The funnest thing that we had that week, because we're sitting around in the office and we're listening to Flowers the entire day, and we're talking
the Miley Cyrus song, you guys.
Yeah, and we were just like, what can we do? And we're like, Charlie was just like, I want to do something cool, and I was like, use the vanish tool. Like, it's vanish all your problems away, right? And
so you're telling me you literally vanished. You guys go to their account. You can see where they have Liam Hemsworth come. You can vanish whole people. You could you could eternal sunshine of the spotless mind, your photos with your exes out. And did Miley Cyrus comment on that at all?
No, I wish. And then afterwards, we saw how well it performed, and we're like, you know what? Let's just edit out Shakira's dude. Yeah.
Yes.
So we did.
I did those stories on the show, and I think, man, like, those women are at a new level of petty that I completely support, because they got dicked around, but I thought it was awesome. So that you're saying, I love that we can take full people out of our photos that we don't want there anymore, or that potentially make the photo look worse. Also at the fashion show yesterday, Doja Cat came in all red, and she looked like a blood clot, and she had all these Swarovski crystals everywhere. Is there a way, and this might be too impossible for the technology, is there a way to turn her to just a normal color again?
Yes. If we use our paint tool, we can paint over all of the red and back to a skin tone color. Her skin tone color.
That's all I need.
Covered in beautiful diamonds, and she'll sparkle and she'll shine the way she does without it. But
I think the red, it just made her look like a red bumpy girl. Like, I didn't realize even those were crystals. It just looked like bumps, like she had mumps or something, or like
I read that it was 30,000 Swarovski crystals, and they started applying them at 5 a.m. It's not normal. It's wow.
And the great thing at the show, you have Kylie, and there's a girl sitting in, probably some famous lady sitting in between her and Doja Cat. And I just imagine them looking at each other going like, what are we doing here? Like, you have a lion on your dress. I'm all in red crystals. And, there's a guy in the background with like a Yankees hat on. And I'm like, that guy didn't dress up at all. He's just there in the third row, your
vibe completely. It's like the levels of like investment. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now I know you guys don't do this, and this is potentially another bad idea on my part, but we've been talking about this in terms of pop culture. It is all the rage now in Los Angeles is the new diet drug Ozempic. Are you guys potentially going to have an Ozempic feature where we don't have to go on this medicine and it'll just give good. You don't. That's perfect. No, that is a hard no.
Hard no. There's already a shortage for people who actually have diabetes. I don't think we can create more of a shortage, but also like we want everyone to feel comfortable and
in their own skin.
Right. And just love themselves the way that they are. And we're not encouraging anyone to change their body shape or size using our app. But at the end of the day, everyone needs to do what makes them feel most comfortable and feel their most confident selves.
I completely agree with that. And more than you will ever know. I'm trying to find something that I was trying to reshape myself the other day with the Facetune app. And I'm trying to pull that picture up to see if you guys think I did good.
While you're pulling that up, I'll show you while we were sitting here. So here's Kylie with her lion.
Yeah.
And what I was able to do with our Vanish tool was turn it into just a nice faux fur.
Oh my God. You've got to give me that photo for when this comes out. You've got to let me have that to advertise this. It really is one of those things. And for a dork like me, I was just playing around on this thing and I was like making my face different shapes and it looked like a Picasso painting. And like, that's why it's like good to get this in practice, you guys. What's that?
I said, Aubrey said it. It's art.
Yes, it is. I was having a blast just messing around. But it is fun because you can go super ridiculous or you can do it where it actually adds to your actual image. As we start winding down here a bit, this is just personal. This isn't anything to do with Facetune. Charlie, what are you watching right now? Housewives, what are you watching right now?
So I'm actually winding down from Housewives because, you know, Potomac is coming to an end. Salt Lake City, I kind of checked out, for now until it comes back. Waiting for the Roni reboot, waiting for just all the good stuff to come back, New Jersey. But right now I'm really I was obsessed with White Lotus. I need season 3 now. I don't know if you saw, but Mike White, he sent Evan Ross Katz a video.
Yeah, Evan Ross Katz that video saying
from Thailand. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So we know that.
Don't you think Mike White? No, but don't you think Mike White is actually just getting free vacations and going to exotic locations just on the off chance that it's going to be there? Of like, yeah, I'll go anywhere. Let's see if this works.
He's filming Survivor again. Like,
it kind of did. You guys, Mike White, the creator of White Lotus, did a season of Survivor, and it's one of the best seasons out there. He was such a great player. But speaking of that, like Jennifer Coolidge would be another one to get for you guys.
Our dream.
She's on my dream list. And like every year Facetune wishes her a happy birthday. Like we are out here thirsting and just trying.
I think she would genuinely love this. Now, if you're watching Potomac, which I don't know if you are, but on Sunday's episode, we had the producers do a drawing of a lady that allegedly Juan Dixon was seen around Georgetown, according to Karen Huger. This is the picture of that lady. Is there a way Facetune could make this a real lady or AI this even better? Because this is one of the most gnarliest photos that they put up, this drawing. But is there a way to make this
our AI?
That's not our AI.
No, this isn't your, no, I know this isn't your AI. This is a drawing that the producers put on, but I'm saying, could we use Facetune to make this better than a drawing? Can we do anything with this, or is this just hopeless?
We can, I think, and I don't even remember, Charlie, if we had we used to like have this technology where we could take a sketch and make it into an image.
We have sketch to image in one of our other apps. You can take a sketch and you can turn it into an image.
Yeah, so it's
what's your other app?
We have another app. We have a lot of apps.
Yeah, we have.
Wait, I want to know what the other apps are.
So we have Photo Leap for photo editing, and we have Video Leap for video editing. So
also, I'm just throwing out bad idea after bad idea. What if you guys partnered with like Hinge or Tinder, and that way when you're uploading all of your images, you could give a little zhuzh, a little just maybe a little once over, a little glossier, nothing egregious. But I think it would be hand in hand a great partnership with a dating app of, like Hinge powered by Facetune or Tinder powered by Facetune. And you pay like an extra $1 a month just to like, not anything egregious, like I said, not faking anybody out, but it would come on, that would be awesome.
So
we should just have our business development team. I'm just saying, like, because we always talk about these things where like it's so natural to have that sort of a flow, of like just uploading your pictures and then editing them. But I feel like you're meeting with the wrong people in our company. You should just, meet with your ideas are gold. So,
hey
like,
guys, I got 30 ideas to pitch for you. We're gonna find a gold in here somewhere.
No, we'll add all the Slack channels.
Yeah. I genuinely am invested in this company now. Like this is like I'm invested. Okay, so we are winding down. I brought up Kylie, but I want to bring up the rest of the Kardashians because I think they are one of the first families that you have to pay attention to, not only for pop culture, but for so many reasons. But I also think they're one of the people that has really had such an impact on people wanting to improve their digital appearances. Do we know? I mean, I like, do they use this app? I mean, do they have their own team of artists? Because I feel like you guys are ahead of the curve on a lot of times, but they might even have somebody that is even more just for that family.
Okay, so I want to start off by saying
Charlie's using the platform. Yeah, go ahead, Charlie.
This is my statement. We are not on the payroll for the Kardashians. Kris has not reached out. However, that being said, I made a comment last week. It was meant as a joke on comments by celebs. I made a comment joke.
Which post?
They posted the photo of Kylie in the fields that looked like the Microsoft backdrop. Oh. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, and Kim was like tag Skims, and you said tag us.
Right, as a joke, I commented on comments by celebs, and I was just like, "Hey, tag me, please, LOL," because Kim wrote LOL. So I was like, "Okay, everyone will take it as a joke." No, it kind of blew up and took a life of its own. But I think that at the end of the day, we all enhance our photos one way or another, whether they use Facetune or not. I think if you go to season 2 of the Kardashian Hulu show, there's like the scene where Kim finds out that she like passed her LSATs or whatever. And there's like, you can see on her phone that there is the Facetune icon app. So like, I know we're there, but like, yeah. I'm not accusing anyone of using Facetune. I'm not saying you have to tag me in every photo. Like me.
Wait. It's also not bad if you use Facetune. Like that's the whole point of this. There's nothing wrong with using Facetune.
What I think the overall messaging is, which nobody asked me for, of like when I made that joke. So like, thank you for the platform to like explain myself. Is if we have the influencers and the celebrities just even at the bottom of their photo. Right? This photo has been enhanced. This photo has been edited. You don't need to tag Facetune. You don't need to tag an editing app. Just write that it's been enhanced or it's been edited. And I think then there won't be so much discourse around like, oh my God, they Facetune their photo again. Like that discourse will go, it's not news then. And then they won't be in the news for every Facetune like photo. They'll be in the news for like, oh my God, Kim just spoke at Harvard Business School and like, oh my God, slay Kim, so proud. But like, yeah.
Wait, I mean, you said it blew up. Did one of them comment back?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
Kylie then posted a photo the next day where like you can see all of her pores and she captioned it, "Don't be fucking rude." Sorry, I cursed. But the thing is that that's also a line that Kim said on the show. So like, yeah, I don't know if she's clapping back at me or if she's clapping back at Kim. But like, here's the thing, like, Kylie, I applaud you for both photos. I love you, whether you Facetune or not. I Facetune. I think we all Facetune. We all AI. We all just want to feel as confident as you do. That's it. Yeah. No tea, no shade.
Hey, the beef is squashed. I think she meant Kim, by the way, but also I think that's like part of their media training anyways, is that when any one of the sisters does something, the other sisters comment on it, and they've been doing that for decades now. Or you know, like we were there, that flower bombing incident where all of them hopped on and go, they better not flower bomb me, from like 2012. So they're all aware of each other's social media and they play along. It's like a fun game. But I love, like, I mean, I don't want to discourage you from, you've got to keep jumping in there. Do not jump in there. We need Facetune comment.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I think,
because then I would do like a free Facetune, like for like free Luann, like free Facetune, you know, if you ever got any kind of ban or anything like that.
No, I think that one of the things that I came into 2023 with, both in my personal life, but also as like the Facetune tone of voice, is really just like take more risks and be more out there and express myself the way that I want to express myself, and also bringing that for the brand.
It's part of the fun. I think as long as we do it in like this very kind of like, if the intent is good, and I mean, we throw a little shade and it's in a very kind of like fun, complimentary kind of a way, there's no harm to it. And we love the people that we engage with. So we just hope.
I think we've built a really great community that like an online digital community that knows that we're just joking around. And like, if we can't laugh at ourselves, and like, if everyone can't laugh with us, then like, what's the point of?
Well, I'd be out of a job. I'd be out of a job completely. I mean, I'd be so
Internet's
screwed.
supposed to be a fun place. It is a fun place, and we're just adding a little bit of humor, and yeah.
Oh, Vanderpump Rules is coming back in a couple of weeks. I don't know if you watched that, but is there a way that you can re-add cast members that got fired into photos? I'm joking.
Jax would like that.
Yeah, Jax would love that. He wouldn't admit that, but he loved it. So Ido and Charlee from Facetune, you guys, amazing. Thank you for coming back on, Charlee. It is always a huge honor. I think you guys really are so part of, like I said, the DNA of pop culture at this point. So it is truly an honor to be there. And just to remind folks, this is on the App Store. All you have to do is open your App Store and go to Facetune. Pull that up. You can do a 7-day free trial with even the AI and the AI for pets, I believe. And it'll give you 7 days to mess around with this. And I think you're going to want it after that. And you can always have it on your phone. So you can be there for any kind of photo emergency where you need to erase a loved one out of a photo or erase something in the background, take a lion's head off of your dress, and make yourself just generally look better, which is something that I desperately need. So is there anything else that we need to be looking out for, you guys?
You don't desperately need it. You are gorgeous.
Oh, bless you. I put that on my LinkedIn, you guys. Ido, it was great to meet you. Thank you for coming on, dude. And hopefully we'll talk to you again in a couple months.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was really, really fun.